and other celebrities into physical contact. Jay-Z and Beyonce are also with Diddy. I apologize to everyone for my wrong actions.
The allegations surrounding Sean Diddy Combs and his connections to Pastor TD Jakes have ignited a firestorm of controversy, casting a dark shadow over their public personas. What began as a collaboration blending hip-hop and spirituality has unraveled into a complex web of accusations involving abuse, coercion, and illicit activities. The unfolding narrative, driven by courtroom revelations and social media speculation, has shocked fans and observers, raising questions about power, hypocrisy, and the hidden underbelly of celebrity culture. At the heart of this saga is Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former girlfriend, whose testimony has become a cornerstone of the legal proceedings against him. Her accounts, combined with emerging claims about Jakes' involvement, paint a disturbing picture that challenges the legacies of both men. The story traces back to July 2021, when Diddy and Jakes partnered to launch Kingdom Culture with TD Jakes on Diddy's Revolt TV network. The show aimed to bridge hip-hop culture and spiritual guidance, merging Diddy's influence in the music industry with Jakes' prominence as a charismatic pastor. Initially, the collaboration was celebrated as a bold fusion of faith and pop culture, appealing to diverse audiences. However, cracks in this partnership soon appeared, fueled by social media scrutiny and whispers of questionable behavior at events tied to both figures. A particular point of contention was Diddy's actions at Jakes' birthday party, which sparked speculation about deeper, possibly sinister ties between the two. As the narrative deepened, allegations against Diddy escalated, with Cassie Ventura's testimony providing graphic and unsettling details. On day 3 of Diddy's trial, Ventura took the stand, recounting a 2016 incident at the Intercontinental Hotel captured on security footage obtained by CNN. The video allegedly shows Diddy striking and kicking Ventura as she attempted to leave, a moment that has become emblematic of the abuse she claims to have endured. Her testimony goes beyond physical violence, delving into a pattern of control, manipulation, and degradation that she says defined their relationship. Ventura described being coerced into participating in freak-offs, events she characterized as soul-crushing and physically painful, involving explicit acts orchestrated by Diddy. These sessions, she alleges, were meticulously recorded, with Diddy using the footage to exert further control over her. Ventura's accounts are harrowing. She described being forced to engage in sexual acts with escorts, some involving degrading practices, while Diddy watched or participated via FaceTime. One particularly shocking claim involves an escort allegedly urinating in her mouth at Diddy's direction, an act that was later stricken from the court record when the escort testified that Ventura had requested it. Ventura also alleged that Diddy forced her to terminate pregnancies resulting from these encounters, a claim echoed by another woman, Gina Nguyen, also known as Virginia V., who said Diddy pressured her to abort a pregnancy and offered her $50,000 to do so. Nguyen's testimony paints a picture of a man who wielded his power to control and harm with physical assaults, including an incident where he allegedly struck her face, causing a nosebleed, becoming a recurring theme. The allegations against Diddy extend beyond Ventura and Nguyen. Other women have come forward with similar stories, describing a pattern of coercion, physical violence, and emotional manipulation. Nguyen recounted an incident where Diddy attacked her in a jealous rage, believing she was flirting with another man, even though she was simply wishing someone a happy birthday. These accounts suggest a culture of normalized violence, with associates like rapper King Loss allegedly witnessing the abuse without intervening. The consistency of these stories points to a troubling pattern, raising questions about how such behavior persisted unchecked for so long. Parallel to Diddy's legal troubles, TD Jakes has found himself ensnared in the scandal, with allegations that threaten to dismantle his reputation as a spiritual leader. Social media, particularly a viral TikTok video, introduced the term power bottom in connection to Jakes, implying he engaged in illicit activities at Diddy's notorious parties. These claims were bolstered by alleged evidence, including testimonies, videos, and items like a USB drive and burner phone linked to Diddy's late ex-partner, Kim Porter. Federal raids on Jakes' mansion reportedly uncovered devices and documents suggesting his involvement in human trafficking and exploitation, accusations that starkly contrast his public image as a beacon of morality. The connection between Jakes and Diddy, once seen as a union of faith and culture, now appears fraught with suspicion. Critics argue that Jakes' presence at Diddy's parties, if true, could only be motivated by money or participation in the alleged debauchery. A particularly damning claim comes from a young man seeking legal representation, alleging that Jakes took advantage of him at one of these events when he was a minor. This accusation, coupled with others from former parishioners, has led to speculation that Jakes' public condemnation of homosexuality may have been a facade to conceal his own struggles with identity. His son Jermaine Jakes' arrest for soliciting homosexual encounters has further fueled these rumors, igniting debate within the African American LGBTQ community. The federal investigation into Diddy has taken on a broader scope, with Jakes reportedly cooperating with authorities to provide insight into Diddy's activities. Sources claim Jakes has shared first-hand accounts and video evidence linking Diddy to illegal acts, including drug use and exploitation at his parties. This cooperation may be an attempt to mitigate his own legal exposure, but it also positions Jakes as a key figure in unraveling Diddy's empire. The investigation has uncovered security footage allegedly depicting graphic acts of abuse, some involving minors, with Diddy and other prominent figures implicated. As the evidence mounts, Diddy's inner circle appears to be fracturing, with insiders reportedly willing to testify against him for leniency. Diddy's sudden absence from the public eye, with rumors of him fleeing to Antigua or the Cape Verde Islands after his homes were raided, has only intensified speculation. His private jet's movements have been closely tracked, and his absence is seen as an attempt to evade the tightening grip of the federal investigation. Meanwhile, the trial has taken an emotional toll, particularly on Diddy's children, who were present in the courtroom during Ventura's testimony. The graphic nature of her revelations forced them to leave in tears, confronted with a stark contrast to the father they knew. Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, has also been a significant presence, with prosecutors planning to call him to testify about specific incidents, including an alleged 2018 assault where Diddy reportedly raped Ventura after a dinner meant to provide closure. The trial has exposed not only Diddy's alleged crimes, but also the broader dynamics of power and exploitation within the entertainment industry. Witnesses, including escorts paid between $1,500 and $6,000 per session, have detailed a highly organized operation with schedules and payments indicating a calculated enterprise rather than spontaneous success. Ventura's testimony about the physical and emotional toll of these encounters, recurrent urinary tract infections, mouth sores, and the need for 4 fluids and painkillers to recover underscores the severity of the abuse. The involvement of Diddy's mother, seen in videos receiving 4 drips alongside him, suggests a deeper normalization of these practices within his inner circle. Public reaction has been one of shock and disillusionment. Fans who once idolized Diddy are grappling with the revelations, while social media platforms buzz with debates about his legacy and the complicity of those around him. The term diddler has emerged as a derogatory label for Diddy, reflecting the public's growing disdain. For Jakes, the scandal threatens to erode the trust of his congregation, with many questioning how a man of faith could be entangled in such activities. His decision to cooperate with federal authorities may offer a slim chance at redemption, but it also risks further exposing his own alleged misdeeds. The legal proceedings are far from over, with a federal grand jury poised to hear additional testimony that could seal Diddy's fate. The investigation scope has expanded to include former Bad Boy Records executives and other associates, suggesting a network of enablers who may have facilitated Diddy's alleged crimes. As more victims come forward, the case is setting a precedent for accountability in an industry long shielded by wealth and influence. The question of whether Diddy's empire will collapse entirely remains open, but the mounting evidence, secret recordings, witness testimonies, and security footage suggests a reckoning is imminent. For Cassie Ventura, the act of testifying is both a personal catharsis and a public stand against years of trauma. Her courage has inspired others to speak out, amplifying a narrative that challenges the untouchable aura of celebrity culture. The allegations of forced abortions, physical violence, and psychological manipulation paint a picture of a man who wielded his power to control and degrade those around him. The involvement of figures like Young Miami, who has publicly discussed similar acts, raises questions about the broader influence Diddy exerted over those in his orbit. As the trial progresses, the public is left to ponder the full extent of the secrets yet to be uncovered. The collaboration between Diddy and Jakes, once a symbol of cultural and spiritual unity, now stands as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power. Whether Diddy's career can survive this scandal, or whether Jakes can reclaim his moral authority, remains uncertain.